hardly afford. But a surgery in Paris was essential if I were to attract wealthy clients.
Absolutely.
I suppose I should go back to the first time I met Francine.
You did not speak.
It made a lasting impression upon me. I remember clearly Francine's first visit.
Yeah.
She made a lasting impression upon me for more than one reason. She was a young woman with long golden hair, beautiful eyes, and the finest of features. Her figure was slender, a delight to the eyes. I judged her to be a woman of quality who had fallen on our times. She was elegantly, so modestly dressed. She sat in front of my desk, clasping and twisting her hands. It was obvious that she was greatly distressed and needed help. Even so, her request took me completely by surprise.
Dr. Torty, I want you to make me ill.
Make you ill? You want me to make you ill?
Yes. Will you do it for me?
I don't think I quite understand, madame.
Dr. Torty, I am desperate. I need money. I'm a widow, and I have 2 children to support.
Yes, but
When my husband died, he left very little money and enormous debt. This was such a terrible shock. He had always led me to believe that the children and I would be well provided for, should...
yes, but if you are so ill, madame, how can it improve matters?
Do you have any children, Dr. Torty?
No.
Then you cannot know how I feel. My children mean everything to me. I am dedicated to giving them a good start in life. They should not be made to suffer for their father's lack of judgment.
I understand, madame, but
Since my husband's death, things have not been easy. I have a small income from my late mother's estate, but that barely covers the rent. Then there is clothing, heating, food, and the school fees.
children are at boarding school?
Yes, they are very happy there. I don't want to take them away.
Do you live alone?
No, Marie, my elder sister, lives with me. She looks after the apartment so that I'm free to work. I do a little dressmaking, give music lessons, but it is not enough. I've also borrowed money.
In the circumstances, madame, it would seem that your well-being is essential. If you could not work, when you became ill, you could not earn any money.
I'm sorry, I'm not making myself clear. After Henri died, as a safeguard for the children, I took out an insurance. The premiums are extortionate, far more than I can afford. But that is because I had a special clause written in. A clause that states, should I become ill and unable to work, the insurance would be immediately converted to an annuity.
Ah, I see.
Yes, and I need that annuity now. Dr. Torty, I know there are poisons that can create symptoms of serious illness, yet bring about no long-term effect. I've come to you because I want you to prescribe such a poison for me, to make me ill so that I can claim that annuity.
Do you realize what you are saying, madame? You are asking me to assist in defrauding your insurance company.
I don't see it like that. The clause is there. It's agreed to. If I'm ill, I'm ill. They will not be concerned with the hows and whys. What I'm asking is simply a means to an end.
But it would be highly dangerous. Not just for you, for the risk, but far worse than that, your life could be in danger. And my reputation, I could not be responsible for administering such drugs to one of my patients. There must be other ways to solve your problems.
No! This is the only way. Believe me, I have thought about this very carefully. I do not ask for myself, but for my children. Please, I beg you.
No, I cannot do this for you. My advice, madame, is to forget the whole idea.
But this is my only chance. I realise what I'm asking of you. But you must help me. You must.
I'm sorry, madame.
Sorry? What good is that? Sorry won't pay the bills.
Please, madame, I will help you as much as I can. I will today prescribe something to calm your nerves. But as for the other business, I am sure there are more honest ways.
I see. I should not have come.
Not at all. Now, I should like you to come and see me again, Madame Gibbon, next week perhaps. In the meantime, I suggest you take this powder before retiring. It will help you to relax.
Thank you. I am sorry to have troubled you, Dr. Talkty. It was wrong of me to ask such a thing. Please forgive me.
Of course. Allow me to call a cab.
Thank you. But I've become well used to walking. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madame. After she'd gone, I went to my window and watched her small neat figure until it merged into the crowds on the Champs-Élysées. Francine returned to my surgery many times during the following weeks, and whether she came for a headache powder or sleeping draught, always the conversation touched upon money and the insurance. You know Bassington. I began to look forward to her visits, and very soon our relationship was no longer that of doctor and patient.
Well, you'd be the first man to fall for a pretty woman. One that needed you.
No, indeed. But you see, I needed her too. Before Francine, my life had been almost entirely devoted to the study of medicine. I had never found time to marry. My work, my research, always took precedence. But all this changed after meeting Francine. I wanted to be with her all the time. I went to her apartment every evening after work.
Philippe, darling, I was getting married. It's so late. Oh,
I'm sorry, Francine, my dear. Madame Labon had a late appointment. The traffic is appalling.
I know, my love. It only matters that you're here. You must excuse Marie tonight. She is so grumpy. She had supper ready for 6 o'clock.
Oh, dear. I keep offending your sister. It's not intentional.
I know, my love, I know, but I do not like to upset her. I can never manage this apartment on my own.
be on your own, dear love. Not if I have anything to do with it.
Oh, so Monsieur the Doctor has arrived at last. Any later and the supper would be ashes. Shall I bring it in?
Thank you, Marie. We'll eat immediately.
Well, at least it's hot. I'm not sure about the taste.
I'm sure it will be delicious, Marie, as always. What are you doing, Marie? Are you not eating with us, dear?
I'm already ready eating. Besides, there's too much to do in the kitchen.
I fear this upset is all my fault.
Of course it isn't, dearest. Marie has a naturally quarrelsome nature. And she's also under such strain cooking with everything money. She worries about me continuously. Because I'm doing so much.
Maybe so, but there is an atmosphere. I feel I'm not welcome here.
I cannot believe that, dearest. Marie has always been like a mother to me.
Exactly, and that does a parent feel. When a child brings home a lover, just a little jealous, no?
She did not object to Henri. Why should she take exception to you? Marie is short-tempered. She takes after my father. You know, I'm sure deep down she is as grateful to you as I am.
It is little enough, my darling. If only I could do more.
You know, we cannot do without your help. Please do not reproach yourself. You have been kindness itself, my darling. Nobody could have done more.
Even so, it worries me to see how thin you are getting.
Then let's eat, and you shall watch me grow fat.
In spite of Francine's bright smiles and public conversation, I knew she was desperately worried about the money situation. And I, in turn, was concerned for her health. She was gradually wearing herself out, working late into the night just to earn a few extra francs.
Another brandy.
Oh, thank you. I watched helplessly as this beautiful rose began to fade before my eyes. Before the winter was out, Francine had succumbed to a particularly virulent strain of influenza. She was very ill, and for a while I began to doubt she would pull through. She was so frail, you see, and so little strength. The fact that she could not work was constantly on her mind. And this did not help her recovery.
Isn't there anything you do?
Oh, that wasn't the end of it. Some of the debtors began to press for payment. Francine was at her wit's end. So was I. It was during this miserable period that I recalled that her first visit to my surgery, the strange request she made.
To make her ill.
We. And to defraud the insurance company. But they were no more than passing thoughts, because Spring and Francine's recovery happily intervened.
How much brighter life is when the sun is shining. I think spring is my most favourite time of the year.
And how much brighter you are, my darling. You are looking very happy today.
I'm always happy when I'm with you, Philippe. I draw strength from your strength. I couldn't bear to be without you now.
But I dare say you could manage for a little while.
What do you mean? Are you going away?
Well, I've been invited to London to go to the London School of Medicine to attend a course.
Oh, How long will you be away?
3 months.
3 months? That's such a long time. When do you have to go?
Next week,
Philippe, why did you not mention this before?
I had my letter of confirmation only today. But 3 months is nothing. Soon I will be back. We will be together again. The children will be home.
I will miss you dreadfully.
And I you. But promise me you will look after yourself while I am away,
I will. But 3 months?
and you will take the medicines I prescribed and eat healthily.
I promise.
Good.
She'll send you extra.
I shall send you extra money as and when I can.
Oh, Philippe, you're so good to me.
I love you, Francine.
No. And I love you.
When I return, dearest, will you marry me? She said yes. I took a boat train for England, feeling happier than I had for months. I was sure everything was going to work out. I had such plans, but I'd been here only 4 weeks when I received a telegram from Marie. Return immediately, he said. Francine seriously ill.